Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. James Charles is back at it again being a sneaky snake, thinking the internet won't find out. Anything to make a little extra coin. So basically what happened was, James was recently called out by Ethan and Hila Klein, the hosts of H3 Productions, for allegedly stealing their merch designs. Ethan had tweeted, "I know we didn't invent colour blocking, but I'm having a hard time with the new James Charles merch. It's the exact same design as Hila's, combined with the fact that his audience is so huge. Many people will assume he designed it and start accusing us of plagiarism. What do you guys think? It's possible it's all a totally cosmic coincidence, but he used pretty much the identical colours here too. He at least moved them around a little bit." Ethan had then brought up old screenshots of James accusing a company of stealing one of his ideas. For context, a company made a palette with colours very similar to his, and this was his response. In one of James's old Instagram stories, someone had asked him a question stating, "What's the tea on the Wet n Wild palette?" He replied, "The tea is that knockoffs from low quality brands will always exist in the makeup industry. This is just crazy because I never looked at WNW as a low quality brand. They have good products at affordable prices, which is very important for the industry, but I truly thought they had more integrity. Not only did they rip off my hard work and creativity, but also to partake in petty Twitter comments and bullying. It's disappointing to say the least. I don't own any colours, and I certainly wasn't the first to create a rainbow palette. There were many rainbow palettes before mine, and there will continue to be many more that come after too, and that makes me happy. I want makeup fans to play with colour and express themselves, and I'm certainly not offended if they use another palette over mine. That being said, I spent over a year conceptualising, designing, selecting colours/formulas, shooting photos, working on music, and my commercial to create the marketing campaign for the palette. A rainbow palette had been done before, but a palette that could be used by artists of any skill level to create all steps of any makeup look had not been done before, and that is why my palette was something unique to the market and became a hit. This new palette is not just a rainbow palette, it's an exact low quality cheap knockoff and a sad ploy to capitalise on cancel culture. I will not pretend that I am a stranger to being called out for copying a few times during my career. I recognise the irony here, but whether past situations were unintentional or an honest oversight, I have always righted my wrongs and have supported similar artists. At the end of the day, copying is the sincerest form of flattery, but I hope all brands take notes and have more integrity than this situation." Hila had then said, "I guess I might as well share some behind the scenes. This is my first sketch of the colour block hoodie from 2017, before we had a logo for TF, and in the other pic is the pink one. This is usually how I work out colour palettes. And here we can see that Hila's design looks identical to James's design that was shown in his design book. Saucy. James had responded to the drama stating, "When you DM'd me yesterday, I sent you the original photo that inspired my collection, explained I've never seen your brand, but also asked what you wanted me to do. You didn't reply. After last year, I vowed to keep conversations private and create solutions, not drama. H3 Productions, if you'd like to continue our conversation and find a solution, my DMs are still open." To be honest, Ethan clearly stated that him nor his wife invented colour blocking. It's also interesting to note James literally copied the exact colour scheme they had and just put his logo sisters over top, and now he's claiming that he got the green light to do this from Ethan himself. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so Jaclyn is back at it again addressing drama, even when she's got everything going well for her. She just can't stop fixating on the apparent 5% of people who send her DMs that she doesn't agree with. Now, Jaclyn has had it really good this year, so good in comparison to what happened last year, and she's been keeping out of the drama scene for the most part as well. Well, now she's realising, oh crap, I need me a little drama to stay relevant. So what does she do? Actively brag about all the things that she has on social media. Fair enough, I mean, I don't personally care when people brag, but then she has the audacity to complain publicly about people who complain to her in her DMs about how she's bragging whilst most people are suffering through this current economic crisis. Poor taste, Jaclyn, poor taste. To drag people who, yeah, maybe they look at her and want to let off some steam because times are tough right now, but oh no, instead of ignoring it, she wants to address these people complaining and acts all sad and hard done by because she's confused why people can't be happy for her success.
Just sat down on the couch and it feels so good. I had such a great productive day. Got so much done for Jaclyn Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, you guys, things have just been going so fast. I feel like we've hit a snowball with product, you know? It's like the snowball rolling down the hill right now, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I know you guys can't see that, but behind the scenes, it's like just so exciting. Went to the chiropractor for the 3rd time this week, and my back is feeling so much better. Thank you, God. So painful. It feels so much better now. Yeah. Also, I've been sharing so much more around my house recently, and I see all the people in my DMs, and I would say 95%, maybe even more, are just like so sweet and just like nosy like me, and they're like, show me more. What's inside your kitchen drawers? What's the inside of your oven look like? Show me your pantry one more time, you know? And so I just like keep going. I'm just like your little puppet. I'm like, whatever you want to see, sure. You want to see more pumpkins? You want to see my pillows? This is how I fluff them. These are my blankets. Like, I'll show you whatever you want. But then there's like the other 4-5% of people who are like, can you just stop showing off? Like, we're so over it. I'm trying to ignore those people because I'm like, my real riders know that this is not me showing off. I actually just responded to someone in my DMs just a second ago, and I rarely responded like negative DMs. I would say I respond to negative DMs like once a month, and I respond to positive DMs like 15, 20 times a day. But I responded to someone and I was like, yo, my subscribers have grown with me. Like, I literally showed off my IKEA candles when I was living in a 400 square foot apartment, filming in front of my refrigerator 7 years ago. It's like, I've always, look at this jewelry that I got at TJ Maxx. Like, that's literally how I started my YouTube. And it's like, I grew. We grew together. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. I just swear, some people will never be happy for others and their success. And there's a difference between showing off and bragging and just showing things because you want to talk about it. And also because so many of my followers just ask because you're nosy bitches just like myself. Like, that I want to see. I watch kitchen tours and pantry tours and bedroom tours and your favorites videos, and like I'll see someone like going into their underwear drawer and I'm like, what you got in there? Like, I'm so nosy. So it's like, I'm trying not to get bothered by just like the few little comments, you know, but I'm a human being. I have feelings. But still, I never want to look like I'm showing off because God, that's not me. But like, I just get excited about random crap around the house like everybody else. Guys, I should stop using the word show off because I am showing things off. I'm showing you it. Bragging is the word that I mean. Like, oh my God, look what I have. I have this and you don't have this. Like, you know, I'm the first person. The second that I made like my first couple dollars on YouTube, like, you can do this too. And I've been that way my entire life. So yeah, I'm showing you guys things and I'm excited about it. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything. I understand the value of the dollar. And anyways, I'm cutting myself off. I'm just saying, I'm blessed to have what I have, and I'm blessed to be able to share it with you guys. I'm blessed for this to be literally what I do. It's amazing. But also, you guys can do this too. I feel like that there's no limit on what you can have if you believe in yourself and you work hard. So that's kind of how I feel about it. When people are like talking shit, I'm like, stop talking shit and get to work. You can do this. Like, I'm nobody crazy. I didn't find a cure for cancer, you know, like, I can do this. You can do this. So stop it and get to work. I'm done.
Now, this isn't the first time Jaclyn has openly bragged to her fandom, except a few years ago when she was doing it frequently. We weren't in the middle of a pandemic. Now, when it comes to her handbags in the past, she's previously admitted that she's always trying to hide her bags in her pictures. Jaclyn doesn't look like it, honey. Now, fast forward to earlier this year in January, Jaclyn had taken to her Twitter and went off at people who are asking why she never talks about charities that she donates to. She had tweeted, I have a genuine question. Why do I have to tell social media every time I donate to an organization or a person? Just because I'm not broadcasting the good things I do doesn't mean I'm not doing them. Like, can you imagine if I got on Twitter and said, I just donated $100,000 to help stop human trafficking? I can only imagine the response. You're bragging. Seriously, just know that I have a very giving heart and I do my part in helping people. Now, see, I find this very interesting because I'd much rather hop onto social media and see someone bragging about how much they've been able to donate to an organization rather than them showing off their Birkins and designers every 2 posts on Instagram. That's just my opinion anyway. So Jeffree Star is also another influencer who loves to flaunt. And I know that's what social media is all about, flaunting. And I guess he's kind of like Jaclyn in a way because he's like, lol, I'm relatable just like you. I was poor 5 years ago and now I'm an almost billionaire. It's super easy, lol, love my life's match. Then OMG. Recently he got called out for all of his real fur that he wears when he acts all high and mighty like, oh, my brand never tests on animals, love animals so much. If you love animals so much, then why are you wearing your dogs on your feet? So Jeffree was recently acting all sweet and innocent when someone was calling him out in public whilst filming him. His assistant was quick to defend him, and of course she was. She's getting paid to be his BFF.
Shame on you, Jeffree, for wearing real fur. Shame on you for wearing real fur, Jeffree. Shame on you. You're an animal. Shame on you. Stop wearing fur, Jeffree. Stop wearing fur. Animal abuse. Shame on you.
Damn, all this bragging is really catching up to these influencers. What are your thoughts on all this drama? Let me know in the comments.